Hello everyone, my name is Linda O'Neillafore and welcome back to my channel, Mental Health and Wellness. And today I'm going to be talking about Black women and low self-esteem. Now we know that a lot of women, period, have low self-esteem. But I'm going to be talking about the reasons why you might have low self-esteem. Okay, so the first one is, did you grow up in a home where your parents had really high expectations of you? Where when you would get your report card, you would get C's, and maybe you had parents that wanted you to get an A. And so they would always constantly just get on you about not getting an A. Did you have parents who would say to you, you're never going to be anything? You know, every time you would make a mistake, they would tell you, oh, you're never going to be anything. You know, oh, you know, you're slow. You know, you can't learn fast. You're stupid. You're dumb. You know, now, believe it or not, there are some parents that talk to their children this way. Did you have that type of parent? Did you have a parent that belittled you every time you made a mistake? It was the end of the world. Every time you made a mistake, they made such a big deal out of it. Did you have that type of parent? Well, if you did, that might be the reason why you have low self-esteem. Now, another reason that can cause low self-esteem is children in elementary school that have a teacher that belittles them. You know, all human beings want to be inspired, and all human beings learn at their own pace. You know, some people are fast learners and some people are slow learners. So maybe you had the type of teacher that belittled you, you know, told you that you should be able to do whatever it is that you had a hard time doing. And maybe you just had a hard time keeping up. So that's another reason why a lot of people, you know, they carried that through their adulthood. They carried it all through their adulthood, and they never forgot it. So teachers, they inspire us. They can inspire you or they can belittle you. And the sad thing about it is when they belittle you, that stays with you longer, even longer than when they inspired you. Okay, so that's another reason why a lot of people, not just Black women, but a lot of people in general have low self-esteem. Okay, and the last reason, now we know there's a lot of reasons, but I'm only going to talk about 3. The other one is, did you have a spouse that talked down to you? Did you have a sibling that talked down to you? Did you have a friend or so-called friend that talked down to you? Because a lot of times, especially, you know, when it comes to our spouses, you know, we're all different. We all think different. There are some people that are fast thinkers, and there are some people that are slow thinkers. A lot of times, your spouse can make you feel bad about things because he or she feels like you should do things the way that they do it. And they can, you know, really sometimes make you feel really bad about it. You know, sometimes they don't want to accept the way you do things. They just want to accept the way they do things, and they want you to accept the way they do things. So if you have that kind of spouse, that can make you have low self-esteem as well. Or if you have a friend like that, or if you have a sibling like that. So those are just some of the ways that a person can grow up to be an adult and still have low self-esteem. And a lot of times the low self-esteem comes from your childhood, what happened in your childhood. A lot of times that's where it comes from. I'm not saying that it comes from that all the time, but a lot of times that's where it comes from. Because when people say mean things to us or bad things to us or about us, it's funny how, we can really remember those things, and they can interfere, in your adulthood with some of the things that you might want to do. So I just wanted to give you those things, and I just kind of want you, if you are a person that, not just black women, but if you are a person that has low self-esteem, those are just some things to think about. Because sometimes people wonder, why do I have low self-esteem? Where is that coming from? And a lot of times, it could be hereditary. So those are just some of the reasons, that you might have low self-esteem. Okay, so I just want you to really think about that. Okay, and leave a comment. Leave me a comment about what do you think about low self-esteem. So if you like my video, I would love for you to subscribe and like. Okay, I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.